All right, final part of the final project, part 3. This is an experience design, a Figma thing here. And we've done this kind of thing before. So this is going back, and it hasn't really been all that long since we've done it, so it should be fairly fresh in your memory, I hope. So here's, boy, I'm tired. Here it is. We're going to use Figma to create a 5-screen layout that is connected by buttons. It's going to have interactivity. You'll have to do a prototype. And I'm going to show you how I want the layout to work. There's a certain layout I'm after. So it's got to be a new project. Not interested in what you could do 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I want you to build it today. And it's not that hard is the thing. It isn't that hard. I'm going to show you one. I'm not going to do it right in front of you, but I'm going to show you one so you see what I want you to make it look like. 5 screens or frames, a text label on every screen to identify each screen. I want 4 buttons on the home screen on the first frame. I want 4 buttons and one button for each of the other screens. The other 4 screens, I'll get it here in a minute. The 4 buttons on the home screen need to be aligned and distributed neatly. I don't want them to just be slapped on like all different sizes and all different places and all just kind of willy-nilly all over the place. We've learned how to control that. We're better than that. So it ought to look neat. They ought to be lined up, distributed well. However you want to do that, there's a lot of ways to make it look neat, but you ought to work on making it look neat. A home button on screens 2 through 5. And I'm going to show you my example here in a minute so you'll see what I'm talking about. If that sounds confusing, I'll show you what I mean. And those are going to have to get me back to screen 1, and all the navigation has to work properly. You could put images on it if you want to, but that's up to you. I would encourage you to use some colors, but exactly how you use color is up to you. I do have some step-by-step instructions here that could be helpful. And when you get all done, you got to share it and turn the link in on Google Classroom. Let's go over and look at the example now. Here I am on Figma, and here is my example that I've put together. 5 screens. Screen number 1, this is the home screen, and I said Home Hive. I was just having a little fun. I was using kind of a beehive theme when I built this, so I used some hexagons that look like honeycomb, and I used Hive, and Hive 2, Hive 3, Hive 4, Hive 5 instead of just Screen 2, Screen. That doesn't matter. That was just me having a little fun. So I've got screen number 1 is the Home Hive, and it has 4 buttons on it. And that's what I want you to do. Your first screen should have 4 buttons. And each one of these buttons is going to be designated to go out to a different screen. And you can tell I've kind of labeled them with text, and you should do that too. Construct a button and make it so you know where it's going. I don't want the buttons to be, oh, well, where does this go if I click it? That's not good. So they should be labeled. And they can be grouped. Control-G, group them together if you wish. And line them up, right? You can align centers. You can get the center of the text and the center of the hexagon or whatever shape you're using. You don't have to use a hexagon. And get the buttons all kind of lined up and arranged neatly. So that's what I worked on doing here. I've got my text and my buttons are arranged nice and neat. And they're all labeled. And I've got Hive 2, Hive 3, Hive 4, Hive 5. Now on each one of the other screens you can see them. I've got here the screen 2 is labeled, and it has, and this is all one big button. All of these hexagons with Home Hive in the middle of it, that's all one big button. That's all grouped together. Those are a bunch of hexagons and some text that are grouped together. And I also did Alt drag on all the others on Hive 3 and 4 and 5. I didn't reconstruct the button. I Alt dragged it to make copies of it. Could have made a component if I wanted to. You could do that. So each one of these now is, and let's go over to prototype. The other thing you have to do is you have to go to prototype. And for everything, and let me kind of click off of everything so you can see all the lines that are connecting everything here. So the Hive 2 button is connected to the Hive 2 screen. And the Hive 3 button is connected to the Hive 3, Hive 4 is connected to Hive 4, and the Hive 5 button is connected to Hive number 5. All of these home buttons are connected back to screen number 1 or back to home, and that's what I want you to do. Now you can also, if I come up here and I hit the play button and I get a preview going, you can also play. We talked about how to work with the animation settings, right? If I click on Hive 2, I have a certain kind of animation set, and if I go back home, I have, again, a certain kind of animation happening there. And Hive 3, and back home, and Hive 4, and back home, and Hive 5, and back home. And this is really what I'm going to do to test your work. You have to put it together, you have to build it, you have to design it, and then you have to also put in the interactions so it's all prototypable, right? It's a prototype. So I can pull it up here and I can click through all of the buttons and check your work and make sure that I can navigate all around your prototype that you have put together. So that's it. All right, I'm just trying to make sure that you know what has to be included. It's 5 frames. And I think I used an Android. So I know a Google Pixel. I'm sorry, I used a Google Pixel size on mine, but you can use whatever size you want. So it's 5 frames. They're all labeled. They all have buttons. There are 4 buttons on the first frame. There's 1 button on all of the other frames, and that 1 button on all the other frames gets me back home. The navigation should work like I showed you over here. I can go out to 2 and back to home, out to 3 and back to home, out to 4 and back to home, out to 5 and back to home. That's what I'm looking for. That's how it should work. All right, when you're all done, you're going to come up and click the share button, and please make sure that this is set not on only people invited, but make sure that that's set on anyone with the link, and you will copy the link and then go turn the link in on Google Classroom. All right. That's it. That's the final part of the final project. Last thing of the semester. Can you believe it? Off you go.